So I started writing the script I think around 2014, the beginning of the year. You know, it's very easy to look at people and say, "वो चोर है, उसको जेल में डालो, इसको मारो." But what happens when it's your loved one? You know, your brother, your wife, your sister, whatever that the case might be. So that was the germ of the idea, and I thought that I wanted to tell a story about that. And I started weaving the story around this couple, played by Ranvir and Neha, and it's a Delhi-based story. And both of them have their own secrets, which they are keeping from each other. And both of them find out each other's secret during the unfolding of the story. And what happens when they find out is the crux of the film.
I don't know about Ranveer, but I don't even get those many films. So I'm not choosy, but I just get lesser films. People are choosy before casting me, but luckily Munish wasn't choosy. And from what I hear, he'd always wanted Ranveer and me in the film as Divya and Aman, to play the leading cast of Moha Mani. Having said that, I feel like, there's that whole, at least as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to speak for myself, that aspiration of, just being a pair of legs on a poster is gone for me. Like, I don't think, like, if I'm going to get those 6 scenes and 2 songs, then I'd rather not do something and create my own work. So for Moha Mani, instantly when he told me the line of the script, I didn't show that much excitement, only because I didn't want to come across as somebody who wanted to. But he's written a fantastic script, and there's no reason why anybody wouldn't do it. I'm excited. And I've also made so many mistakes in the past as far as my choices in cinema are concerned that I'd rather make lesser mistakes now.
Yeah, well, I was also very excited because Munish is an old friend. He's been a co-actor. We've been colleagues on a few films where he was the executive producer and I was acting. And so when he told me he's written his first script, as happy as I was that my friend has written a script, when your friend gives it to you to read it, you're always a little afraid. What if it's not good? How will I tell him that Munish, go back to the drawing board? It hasn't worked this time. But I was very pleasantly surprised. It was a very good, tight screenplay, suspense thriller, and that's a genre which we don't see enough of. Especially in the smaller budgets, in a smaller budget film, to be able to write something like this, with such few characters and keeping the budget under, you're not like on a train or flying in aeroplanes and going to different locations and that kind of thing. But to keep it so contained and still be able to manage such a taut screenplay, which I thought was very impressive. And he was giving me the lead role, so no doubt. I mean, I haven't gotten a lead role in a while now. I've been playing support, and happily so. I've been playing supporting roles in some films which I loved and scripts that I loved and I thought should be made. But lead roles, frankly, have not been coming my way, unfortunately. The character that I play in Munish's film is a dream for any actor because the character arc is, what do I say? Imagine every regular middle class Delhi guy, and then slowly his personal values just start deteriorating. Those lines keep blurring of ethics, of morals. Those lines keep, and so it's a fabulous, tragic character arc.
For me, it was very interesting as well. She stands for things that are important to her. I play a news producer for CNN, IPN, and life's going well and stuff like that. And then suddenly shit hits the ceiling because the husband just turns around and makes this crime, or does this crime, and then he's involved with it that she just can't comprehend. But the interesting part is that there are so many different shades to even Divya that I had to play it safe and be unsafe in that same space, which is really interesting. You don't really get to play these kind of parts all the time, and there's a lot. Even with the way the screenplay is written, it's very interesting. There's a lot of back and forth. So just keeping a tab on how every scene needs to be dealt with. so that when you pick up the film and you see it again and again, you should know what they're doing is right.
Yeah, they were. I mean, I'd be dishonest to say that I started writing the script with both of them in the mind. But when you start writing the script, as a writer, for at least for me, you need to give your actors a face. I mean, your characters a face. And very soon, when I was into writing the script, in dono ke chehre were, that's what I started thinking about. So, and then I think from there onwards, I wrote the script. Even when my co-writer Mansi came in, I gave her the script and she read it, and somehow I would, not name the characters and I would name the actors and say, so Ranvir ka and Neha ka, and this is even before I sent the script to both of them. The great Italian filmmaker Federico Fellini once said that every work of art is autobiographical, and that's true in my case also. When I say autobiographical, I'm not saying this is my story, but what he really means, I think, when he says that is that you draw inspirations from things that you've experienced in your life. So Aman is probably a combination of 5 or 6 different people that I know. So is Divya. It's not about that one person I know, so usi ki script likhi hai. So all these real life experiences are there in your mind, because no script will come out from something that you don't know.
Oh yes, pleasantly so. Because that much I knew already before I started working with him. He's a graduate of FTI, right? So I mean, that much I knew. Even when he was working as executive producer, I knew he had the chops, the essentials required to be able to direct a film. But what was surprising was, like I said, the script that he came up with, because I was expecting at best maybe something not as complex. And same with his directing also. So on set, he's quite gentle and laid back. He's not very, he's not very aggressive as a director. But finally, when you see the film, you are like, wow,